Should be ready. Alright, let's get this gauntlet started. I can't play the gauntlet? Oh, wow. Guess I'll play champion. That's crazy. What's up, bitches? And Ray. I said, what's up, bitches? Your mama should have had swallow you eggs, but she didn't. And now we stuck here with you.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Why not? Cause I'm black. But your name is X. And you're not an X-Man though.
The offense lining up
Cause you're black and stupid.
play. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
You're right. We don't claim you.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I mean, you can be white, I guess. You be white, Arab. But if you Arab, then you have to own your own gas station.
Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Wants to throw. It's Jordan. He's got his man.
Yeah, I can't connect to Blade though. I don't know why.
He wants to throw. Coming after him.
So glad Cut has a glitch for points. It feel good cheating.
And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Second down now after the sack. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free.
The sick one's hard though.
On second down, just keeps firing. Keeps it going. And the defense...
Good sack, man. That's what I'm talking about, cuz. He may quit. I'm full. Sure, kind of ass though.
Down he goes again.
They finally get him. Goodness gracious, how about the strength in the pocket? To stay in the pocket and shrug one guy off, two guys off, stay alive, but the third guy was too much. How about the defense just swarming all over the place?
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defensive team.
Line gets set, first down. Quarterback will audible. Going up top on first down. Using the quick game. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. White going to attack through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Grabs it inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moss. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he's all bottled up. That's going to be a safety. The offense is back on top of it. This is bad, but it could have been worse.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback.
Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown tie. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moss. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. He's got his man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Jordan. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. And they got him for the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Looking to throw on second down. Uncorks it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. And the pass hits, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going to try to get it himself. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense, but did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
Pocket starts to collapse. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Going for 6. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
I can't believe the Fantastic Four movie is doing that now.
The offseason was, we need you to make
They made
for us in the end zone.
Trying to Storms by,
Shots, we need you to be able to
and then made the
step up
girl.
and
They
make
made the
tough
girl
decisions. Dave,
the
wrap right there.
leader,
And I think a lot of that has
and
to
she
do with
likes girls
trusting
and
your
boys, but
guy,
she's
knowing where
still
he's
pregnant
going,
though.
knowing when he's
And they
gonna
didn't give
sit,
her
when he's
a
not,
gender,
being on the same page, and then having
but
a guy that can go get it.
she's pregnant though. By
Calling it near him, he's
well,
got
how you make
just
Johnny
right
Storms by?
there,
Like
6 points.
they said, they changed the kid's character because he was what's that word that they use for men who just love girls? Like a hoe. Yeah, a hoe. It's like, yeah, that's not what up today times. So they made him buy.
Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25.
And he's oh no, he's
On this drive and let it
it's
hit hard just
yeah,
as he released it on first
and he's not like
down. Couldn't get it to the receiver.
a douchebag. He's
It's second and
fine.
10
I'm
from
like,
their own 25.
that's what makes his character a nigga who got firepower and
Back to pass,
gets
it's
hoes.
looking down the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's in
I'm like, how you make the bitch
to the line, facing third and
not have a gender, but she's pregnant though? Like, the fuck is she then? Disney going woke again, bruh. They're trying to get this up
From
out of
the
business.
wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
They haven't learned their fucking lesson yet.
Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. A new set of downs after the completion. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Francis. On the move is the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field, like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to throw. Got it. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, Nick. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Clock reads 12 seconds as they head to the line. We'll see if they're content to go to the locker room. He'll start this drive firing. Trying to burn this defensive back. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said no stop.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. It's Moss. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first
Good
half.
pickup, damn.
just about set for the second half kickoff. And no
Beat the
chance at a
club
return
up.
here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy.
He's off to the races. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. White wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes
I
you
play it
feel
on
good.
PC and stuff.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
You can't play
They make the
crossplay
stop,
with
but there is a flag on the
PC
field.
and
We'll see what that's all
console.
about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts.
Console and PC can't play rank.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback checking off.
I know.
He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself.
I guess they're afraid of
Right on the play, and
afraid
he
of
slides to avoid
PC
it.
cheating. I
Tell you
guess.
what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at this.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the
I'm
tight
whooping
end
this nigga
position, not
ass,
only
boy.
can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to break down.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a
I threw a
stop.
pick 6.
Past the 50. The 30. At the 20. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. What about this?
That's crazy. I threw a pick 6.
Defender on the return.
That's a 2-yard line. Just run the ball in, bro.
I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He's in for the 2, and that is big because now it's a one-possession game. They trail by 8. They're ready up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Trying to get to it. No more time to throw.
Weezy out of here.
Sacked at the 35. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. White going to attack through the air. Feeling some heat. Avoids pressure. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the ball slipped out.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback checking the play. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Complete out of the backfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Comes out throwing on first down. Looking for a huge play. Snags it on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. DB's right up on the receivers. Give to the back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Getting some heat. He's got an open man. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
He's into the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Coming after it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. On second down, he'll fire. Buys a little time. Finds a man by himself.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down, find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
They're trying to get to it. Snagged in the middle. It's Jordan. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He'll pull it down and run, wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, get some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it will be a 60-yard attempt. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10.
GG, bro.
On the run, it's Francis. And how about that interior defense?
Oh, bro, I got ice picker, bro. I'm good, bro. You can't even ice me.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing in that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Looking to the end zone.
That's a dot.
Crimson Tide. In the final moments, they've taken the lead. Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Corner's going to give them room. They'll throw it on 1st down. He wants a big play here late.
That's a pick. Oh my God, it's a pick.
Incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He's taking it.
Thank you, though, buddy.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception.
You try, little buddy, old pal. You try, little buddy, old pal. That's fucked around and lost. You fucked around and lost.
Such a fine line.
Fucked around and lost. Mr. MB25. Fucked around and lost.
This one doesn't look great.
You fucked around and lost.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
Good game.
He gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Yeah, I was like, damn. What is he running out here?
The point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away.
Good game.
Coming out with it, it's Moss. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you
Damn. Am I playing? Huh?
Alabama about to kick off to get this
On
game
what?
underway.
On cut? Black Widow. Star Lord.
He'll bring it out. It's
You
Cooper.
talking about?
Sometimes you just
I mean, not
have to
Black
take
Gun
the
Widow.
back. They get
Scarlet
it
Witch.
down at the
Yeah.
4-yard line.
I saw all of them, bro.
They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own
He's a
5. Let's
good
see
actor.
if they can create some space. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They're
Safety. This,
this
this nigga Pat White is fucking cold, boy.
Running it back, it's Neighbors. Oh, left him grasping for air. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 25. Racing down the left side. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency here.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Wide receiver shows motion. To throw, it's Jordan. Finds his big tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Sometimes you have to put it in a tight window, and sometimes the window is gargantuan, and it was there.
Yeah, that was one of them big old huge windows. And I tell you what, when you throw over the middle of the field, a lot of times quarterbacks are a little bit hesitant. When you're that open, it's easy to pull the trigger, easy to make the decision, make the read, get the ball to your receiver.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick
boys. We'll kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense set on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He makes the catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
White wants to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. The offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And that's a great job by the defense, not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
This is a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown tie. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. To the air, it's Young. It's complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
You started day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Cowboys are marching down the field. Motion from the offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Going up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. These corners backing off a bit. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Dances away. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody.
Going up top. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
White going to attack through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's got his man. Tripped up for the tackle.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. But nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jordan. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. So after the 1st down run, here's 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Makes the grab. It's Francis. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Dropping back, it's Young. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma State!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Feeling some heat. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
White wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Trying to beat the D deep. Snags it down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. To the air on first down. He'll take another shot here. Snags it. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. White going to attack through the air. Getting some heat. Gets away. Dances away to buy time. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side.
When you play DB, it's a really hard thing to do in college football. When you play DB and you get zero pass rush, it's an impossible thing to do in college football.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense.
Going to take a shot. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Looking for a productive play on first down. White wants to throw it. Coming after him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not...
He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught in the backfield, it's Francis. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave it the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Sends it downfield. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Here comes that Alabama offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. A great return.